5 in Santa Maria. Makes a noise for Ezra Paco.
Time.
Yeah.
Am I muted? Nope. Time to play myself in. There. The band is working a little bit better. So today on QVC, which is Quality Vic Convenience, we're selling Uncle Vic a Pimp Destro. We're gonna get bids on Destro the Pimp. G.I. Joes are toys growing up. This is obviously not a toy. This is obviously like a pimp. So I gotta show people in Facebook land and y'all watching too. Like, they made a bona fide toy and a pimp toy, and they made his dominatrix too. There's full on dudes.
Remember, he's a profit director.
Profit director, PD, Pimp Daddy. They call him Pimp Daddy Destro. There's dudes that are like totally into like Baroness fetishes. Like, what's I don't know what's worse, that I know that, or am I just sad because all my life I thought I was a weirdo, and I'm like, man, I'm not even that weird. I think I'm just too lazy to be a weirdo. Like, I'm like, that's too much effort. Like, I just don't even care about being a weirdo right now. I like making people a little uncomfortable, so I have my door open, and my mom's hearing me go off about being a weirdo or not. She's watching Ninja Warrior right now, and I'm thinking, like, that show used to be...
Who the fuck mom watches Ninja Warrior?
Well, it's weird, like, it used to be cool, and it was like, Sasuke Sanjaha, and it was like, the full-on Japs just, like, flying in one after the other into the water, but now, like, they tell these sabs... You can't even get on the show unless you have a sob story. They're like, my cancer has cancer, and we had to cut the cancer off, and it grew a cancer and a cancer, and like, my arm fell off, like one of my 6 arms fell off, and now I can't hang on to the warp wall, and it's like, fuck, stop the sob stories. Everything's drama. Everything is like so much drama. Well, there's it's Inception. She's watching on Facebook Live while like so. If you hear all the echo, it's my fault.
You said I was a weirdo.
Well, you are a weirdo. You had me. Like, would you rather... Hey, people don't get paid to be normal. They get paid to be weird, so... Well...
Actually, it would be weird if you got paid, so don't worry.
Yeah, like, it would be... I wish I got paid, man.
Hey, let's make it weird. Everybody send money to my Venmo. Let's see how weird we can make it.
Send it to us, yes.
Let's see how much weird costs.
Yeah, weird is a fee, damn it. Weird is definitely a fee. I'll tell you that much. Cause like, I want to be. I don't care. I'd love to be famous. There are people bitch about being. I want to be so famous that celebrities talk shit about me. That they're like, man, you know what? Like, fuck Ezra Paco. That guy's looking Asian Ewok looking motherfucker thinks he's funny. Like, looking Jack Black Asian like reject. Like, I want people just to slander me. Be like, I'm so famous they hate me. Like, my son and I we run a YouTube channel, and he's like, someone called my son a fag on there, and he's like, Dad, and I said, no, it's cool. That means we're getting so big that someone talks shit. So when they say good things, that's bad. When they say bad things, that's good. Because negative attention is better. I had stuff written, and I'm just so excited to talk to y'all because quarantine got us all jammed up. And so people, even if you're there, I still love that you all came. It was hot earlier. It was hotter. Why is everything compared to body parts hotter than balls, colder than a witch's tit? Like, who's measuring these? What's the exact measurement for a witch's tit? Like, witch's tit measures about 32 Celsius, and we're looking at temperature of balls here. We're looking at a hot 102 there. Ladies, keep your hands out unless you want to cook. So, hot as balls. Find me out. Every guy reach in, or every woman, reach in right now. Tell me the temperature, and then we'll get a median temperature for hot as balls. Or why isn't it hot as coochie? We don't want to leave women out. Like, cold in a witch's tit. What if you're not a witch? But it is Labor Day, and I was kind of confusing because I thought Labor Day should be the name of Mother's Day. Like, I don't know. I wrote that one down and it kind of just crashed, but that's okay. I don't care. I've been door dashing to try to make ends meet, and door dashing, you feel like a drug dealer. They leave you a note. It's all like leave it on the porch and take a picture of it. And I'm like, am I dropping off some orange chicken, or am I dropping off a ball and a couple of Oxycontin? Like, look, I left it here. Like, okay, I left it. I'm walking away. Because they call you like, did you leave my food? Like, like, yeah. They're freaking out because they think you didn't leave your shit. And I left it. DoorDash is not fun. I could tell you all about it. I wish I could make more jokes about it, but it's just not that fun. Speaking of people not being that fun, I dropped my wife off to work, and she works in a department store. I'm not trying to name drop where she works, but rhymes with fall fart. But anyway, like, I was wondering if you as like, I come from a musical background. I'm not really a comic. I'm just a failed musician trying to make comedy work. And when you bomb in comedy and entertainment, you like, but what if you bomb in another job? Like, what if you're like, oh, like when you're a firefighter and like you come off work, oh, how'd you do at work, honey? Oh, I bombed, like 35 buildings burned, or like, or like you're a like a probation officer. How'd you do? Oh, I bombed. He went back in the plank. Like, what's it like bombing at other jobs? I don't know. But, I got a buddy that's a teacher, and I absolutely love this dude, but, oh man, I'm on Facebook. I don't even know if I should. Well, I'll say, I can say this much. Like, I'll say it. Like, it feels like there's, some people who it's like, well, there's this term you say where like, oh, dude, like, I'm telling you, she chopped off your balls, man. And people say that. Like, I think some guys are like born with perforated balls already. I want you to coin that term. Like, dude, that motherfucker's balls are perforated. He was ready to hand them up to the first chick that like talked to him. Like, 'cause there's dudes out there. So like, I didn't name drop, but I'd like to apologize for that one ahead of time. But my wife's good to me. We had our anniversary last week. Thank you guys for being there for part of it. It's kind of funny thing. We're at the restaurant, and they're like, "Would you like to see our wine list?" And I'm like, no, but do you have a pill list? Like, oh, actually, we have a 2018 Darvocet, the way they used to make them, or we have some Oxycontin from 2014. And if you like, we have a 2018 cocaine that we came across. Like, cool, I'll have some of that. Like, is there a pill expo that they make these things at? You're like, oh man, I went to the like drug expo and it was awesome. They showed me some brand new Vicodin they're making, and it's like awesome. Because I'm totally not a drug addict making drug jokes at all. So, hi Facebook land, still concerned. Well, because Halloween's coming up, and I'm like, man, someone had a sign at fucking Starbucks, and it said, put $1 in the tip jar. Do you think it's okay for adults to dress up or not? And I'm like, kids get every fucking holiday. Fuck kids. Like, they get everything. Kids get every day. I have a kid. Some of you have kids. And like, fuck kids. They get everything. They get every amusement park. Everything's dumbed down for kids. Halloween's one of the only holidays that includes everybody. Like, you get to dress up like a slut. You at the very least get to like hand out candy, do something fun. There should be an adult Halloween where they put like a red light out. Like, oh, adults only stop by this house. And that's where they say, like, they used to say, oh, kids could be, getting their candy drugged. I fucking wish my kids' candy would get drugged, because then I could open it up and be like, oh, yeah, we both scored for Halloween. So, I was also out at the, Cayucas, market, and I found I came up on this really cool, like, Beatles CD, and it had them live. It's Beatles live in Japan, and the girls are just screaming their ass off. They're like, she's in love, and you just hear screaming. And Michael Jackson, like, we're not gonna get that. Like, I'm sad for that. Like, there's not gonna be anybody that comes out ever again that you just want to scream and pass out for. Like, seriously, like, people are gonna be like, Ed Sheeran, like Cardi B. Like, no, you're not gonna fucking scream for these people. I just wish that we had some real talented people that just made you lose your shit like that. You know, like, maybe when God comes back after the wrath, like maybe people will scream for him. But I kind of have a bad feeling that maybe God / Jesus, whatever you believe in, they're gonna come down, and God's gonna be like, what the other place did you guys do to this place? He's gonna go, me damn it, like me damn, what did you guys do? You've got my name on your filthy ass money that goes into like cooters. You got my name on money that you're rolling up. You got my name in your guys' Pledge of Allegiance for your country that I'm very much questioning right now. I think you guys need to be careful how you're throwing my name around. And I hear how you all call my name out in the middle of the devil's sex, we'll call it. Like, you're not supposed to think of like, oh, if I was God, like I would. But I gotta admit, like, if I was God, I'd probably come down and be like, this isn't what I meant at all. Like he's not supposed. Can you imagine God being like, you guys fucked this all up? Oh, now I owe myself a prayer. So I owe myself a rosary. So anyway, I think I've kind of went off enough here. We know it's time for me to play myself back out. Thank you, guys. Oh, check out my YouTube, by the way. Just put in Ezra Paco into YouTube. Go check out my YouTube. Add me. New videos every Tuesday. Paco Tuesdays. New videos coming out for all y'all. Just put my name into YouTube. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Pete. Love you guys.